So this question is all about plotting a quadratic curve, alright, and the first thing you need to do is to fill in the table of values. Now you might have a calculator or you might not have a calculator. So let's just go through a couple of things first of all. So if you do have a calculator, it's really important that when you actually calculate these values and you're putting in the different x values here to be able to work out the corresponding y value, that any time there's a negative number you use brackets. So if I show you an example, if you wanted to work out the first one, for example when x is -4, you need to substitute in -4 for x in this equation. So when x equals -4, comma, y equals, and use brackets, -4 squared plus 2 lots of -4 minus 3. Okay, now if you're using a calculator you just type that in and it will come up with the answer. The reason I'm telling you to make sure on your calculator you use brackets is because if you don't, if you just type in -4 squared, your calculator will tell you that the answer is actually -16. But what you should realise is that if you square any number, positive or negative, you'll always get a positive answer. If it's positive, it'll be positive anyway. If it's negative, you'll get -4 times -4, and a negative times a negative is a positive. So -4 squared is actually +16, and then 2 times -4 is -8, and then take away 3. Okay, and altogether if you add all of that up, so 16 subtract 8 subtract 3, overall you get the answer 5. Now you do exactly the same process with all of these numbers, again either on your calculator or if this was a non-calculator paper you'd use the exact same technique I've used here, and you get the following values. So for -3 you'll get 0, for -2 you'll get -3, for -1 you'll get -4, and for 0, and that's the nice easy one, if you put 0 in here, everything involving an x disappears and you're just left with that number at the end, which is -3. 1 will give you 0 and 2 will give you 5. Now usually there is some form of pattern and you should be able to spot the pattern here. Now that will get you the 2 marks, and the next thing you need to do then is plot that graph. So very carefully, using the axis that you've been given here, you need to make sure you plot the points. So this gives you your x and your y coordinates, and these are just pairs of coordinates now. So the first one will be -4, 5. So the point -4, 5 is here. Okay, the point -3, 0 is there. Don't forget it's x first and then y second. -2, -3. So that is going to be here. Okay, -1, -4, which is going to be here. 0, -3, which is going to be there. 1, 0 is there, and 2, 5, which is here. Alright, now that is a curve, so there will be no using a ruler. Put that firmly away. It is a curve, it's a quadratic curve, so you need to join up the points. Now make sure that it's in a comfortable position for you, and literally just join the points up one at a time. Okay, so I'm actually going to turn it this way around. Okay, and we're going to start from this side. Now look at the point that's next and your hand will naturally go to it. Alright, and there's the first one. Now when you reach the bottom, this is a parabola, it should have a nice smooth curved bottom, not flat and not pointy. Alright, so just like that, and turn your page around as you do it. Okay, taking it nice and slowly. There is no rush whatsoever. So there it is. Make sure you go through every single point, and sometimes in these questions you might then later on be expected to read something off of it. So do make sure that you have done the curve as accurately as you possibly can. Okay.